I love Karens. Now, if you don't know what a Karen is typically a white, privileged woman who goes woke. And they're so stupid that they always record their stupidity. And they think what they're saying is really woke. Well, we've got some videos this week we're going to talk about on Dumbasses Talking Politics Shorts. I've probably got 3 of them, and they're from unsuspecting sources. So, welcome to Dumbasses Talking Politics Video Shorts. Okay, this is great. This is great. I know I was supposed to do this, but I was on vacation. I came back, and yeah, now I'm doing it. So, this video, a woman in Los Angeles apparently gets pulled over by a Los Angeles County sheriff, and she just goes completely off on this guy. And for some reason, she just starts regurgitating crap out of her mouth. And the cop is being, fine as pie about it. He's just kind of, all right, that's what you think, that's fine. She basically was driving with her cell phone to her ear or to her hand or whatever she was doing. And he pulled her over. And oh my gosh, just what she says is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to play. This is from Grabien on YouTube. You can actually look at the link below and it'll hook you up to Grabien. Grabien's a great website. Grabien is a great source for video. This police officer apparently took this video. This is body cam footage. He took this video and he sent it out. So now he's probably going to get suspended. But this gal has got a history of doing this. So he probably just beat her to the punch because she was going to be on MSNBC that night, but probably didn't make it. So let's listen to her.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38, so why are you harassing me?
You are correct. I pulled you over because
you're a murderer.
Yes,
I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
I can record you.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home. I'm just taking my son to his
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I already did. He's on his way.
Good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment. Yeah. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
You have that picture?
You scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, that's not just a feeling, you're a murderer.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me,
Sure.
Jay? Thank you.
And I'm perfectly legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well, here you
go,
murderer.
Stop shaking. Zoom in on that for me,
No, because
ma'am.
you're scaring me.
Oh,
you're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
okay.
the
I'll tell you what, you keep smiling, you're on camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I didn't say that.
I'm not smiling, you're the one who's crazy.
Hold that still, I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car because you're jealous?
Yeah,
is that what
I don't think
about?
so. You wait for me right here, okay?
You're jealous?
Citation, all you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
There you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso?
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you go, dear.
White.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
Piece of work this one is. Oh my Lord. Sitting in her white Mercedes-Benz SUV going off on a guy who, I noticed she said she was a teacher. This is a teacher. She's teaching our kids? And this broad hasn't probably worked in over a year. And she's berating a guy whose life, this cop has probably done more in his 2 hours before his shift than she's done in a year. And she's ripping this guy? Now, I might be way off here. I don't know. First off, if she's BSing you. And it trips me out that when someone is about to go stupid, they start turning on their cell phone. Because you know she's going to try and post this. And she's going to try and make it go viral. And again, it's going to go viral for the wrong reasons. A lot of these videos where these Karens do this stuff go viral for the wrong reasons. Typically, they think, oh, look at me, I'm talking to the man. And the reality is they just look stupid. They look like the asshole. And by the way, who was the asshole in this entire thing? Honestly, who looked really bad in this video? The cop? The cop who basically pulled her over for using her cell phone in the car, which, by the way, she never denied. Or her, who just starts calling him a murderer. Do you know something? If she actually believed that he was a murderer, do you think that maybe the best thing not to do is call him a murderer? Not sit there, start yelling at him, start berating him, and calling him a murderer? Have you ever thought, and I heard this from somebody, but I think it was Matt Walsh said this, but would you ever walk up to Charles Manson, who is a murderer, and sit back, you're a murderer? Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. And then it gets better. I mean, she's a teacher. Oh, it's that's teaching our kids. And then we wonder why our kids are so effed up. Everything about this video is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I think the most disgusting part of the video is when she sat back and said, well, you're a Mexican racist. By qualifying him as a racist and a murderer, I'm assuming she's calling him a murderer because he's a cop. But I'm thinking maybe she's calling him a murderer because he's a Mexican. You can't tell. But it seems to me that's racist. Now, I can't tell in the video if this gal is actually white. A lot of the news sources say she's white. She doesn't look white. She actually looks black. She speaks, her vernacular sounds like she's white. A lot of places are reporting she was white. And since this video was actually sent by a cop, I'm going to believe she's probably white, maybe just really tanned. She had a year off to sit in the sun in sunny California, maybe in her white Mercedes-Benz SUV. Here's the thing. There are some disturbing things from this video. First off, the leftist narrative is actually rubbing hold on people and it's making them stupid. Okay? It is making him stupid. And you can tell that this gal may look at this video eventually someday and say, God, I was being really stupid. I don't know. But she looked pretty stupid in this video. But she seems justified. Calling a police officer a murderer when she broke the law. Hey, here's a newsflash. The cop had all rights to pull her out of the car. She was driving around without a driver's license with a kid in the car. He had all rights to pull her out of the car and make her life miserable. He didn't. And by the way, I believe that's, God bless it, I believe that's because of the body cams. I think the best thing in the world was body cams. I think every police department needs body cams. But for her to go off like that and then feel good about it to the point where she's going to record it, and she probably already uploaded it to Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, wherever the hell else they upload this stuff. That's why I'm not a huge social media guy. Yes, I've got a Twitter account, but I don't have a Facebook account. Okay, I don't have an Instagram account. I really, that's going to make this podcast and all this stuff harder. But she actually feels justified. She's throwing, the second thing that I find disturbing, she's throwing a fit, and she's in the car with her kid. With her kid. The kid is actually absorbing this, like, mommy's a hero. Because moms are heroes. They are heroes. But to kids, this woman's no hero, trust me. I don't care how long she's been teaching. But her kid is absorbing this, and he's learning this. That cops are evil and murderers and Mexicans are bad and things like that. He's learning this. This is becoming mainstream. This is becoming normal. This is becoming acceptable. And we're passing it down to our kids so that it becomes normal and acceptable to them too. It's disturbing. It's not good. It's really bad. Finally, she's a teacher. Now, you'll notice the video, they actually covered her face. You couldn't see her face. They blanked it out. This probably makes absolute sense. But I wonder what would happen to her if her face wasn't blanked out. I'm sure we're going to find the identity of this crazy broad eventually. What's going to happen to her? We don't even know if she's a teacher. Her identity was never released. I'm sure this is viral. I'm sure this is the 17th time you've seen this video. I just decided to talk about it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the CIA chick, which is really weird. Okay, but this is the woman teaching our kids. I would hope the school, if they ever found out that she did this to a police officer, they'd fire her. I mean, fire her. Goodbye, you're done. Ciao. We don't want our kids learning. Or parents would sit back and throw absolute fits. We don't want her teaching our kids. This is not what our kids are supposed to be learning. Now, the final thing that really trips me out about this video is how easy racism flows out of her mouth. This is the problem with the left. The left doesn't realize what they say and what they do is racist. She probably, to this day, does not realize what she said was racist. He's a murderer. He's a Mexican murderer. Or, I'm sorry, he's a racist. He's a Mexican racist. Here's a newsflash. You're a white racist. If you're looking at Mexicans like that, this guy said nothing that could be considered racist. Nothing. There was nothing there. And yet she managed to sit back and point it out. The woke left does not see their own racism. And that's really sad, kind of. You know? And then it's not a shock when we sit back, we conservatives and libertarians point out that's kind of a racist thing. Saying that blacks can't get IDs so they can vote is voter suppression. That's kind of racist. Saying the government needs to give blacks more money than whites because they really don't have the opportunities because they're not qualified enough for it, that's really racist. This is what's happening in the world today. It's all about race. And Ibram X. Kendi is a complete racist. He's a black man. He's completely a racist. He believes that in order to pay for our sins of discrimination and segregation, we should segregate. Okay. That's enough for that video. It was a funny video, though. You got to admit it was pretty funny. Okay, follow my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, YouTube, and Rumble. Visit my website at dumbassestalkingpolitics.com. I hope you had fun. This is Gene. You've listened to Dumbasses Talking Politics.